What's up, boys and girls? Sorry, guys and gals. Hopefully, um, hopefully this stream goes well. Hopefully I don't blink and blink and blink and blink. Jose, isn't that funny? I was just saying, hopefully I don't blink and blink and blink. Less than a minute. Hey, Kill Hut. Less than a minute, it already cut me out. What the hell's with that? It was like 41 seconds and it kicked me out of YouTube. Oh, I really got to go to T-Mobile and have them look at this thing. Mason Fox, what is up? Noah Man's in here. How's it going? Oh, yes. Drop the merch, baby. Drop the merch. Not much. Just another day of shooting video and making shows. That's pretty much what I spent today doing. It's bass at centralcoastbass.com. Glad to be home. The tournament was awesome. Yeah. Yeah. I use my phone for everything. Everything is streamed on my phone. I don't have any internet at the house. One of my old videos. Yeah, but I'm getting back to Mason Fox. Yeah, it's Bass, B-A-S-S, at centercoastbass.com. Plus, it's all on all my uploaded videos. If you look at my upload videos, you go to description right underneath. There is my email address. Do you use a cell phone to stream? Yeah, I said I use a cell phone for everything. Outlet bait and tackle. That's nice. I've never heard of outlet bait and tackle though. Just me. I've never really heard of it. I don't know. I get all my stuff from. Well, at least all my baits and all that stuff I get from where I order all my stuff. So I get it wholesale, basically. Not a clue fishing. Sorry, just trying to replicate his comment. Over $9 and free shipping. Nice. Yeah. No, I don't know. I just got through, like I said, today I scripted and filmed a video about bait casting reels. I said my analytics are kind of taking off with my educational stuff more than my shows and all that. So, okay, that's really annoying. It's blinked me twice in 5 minutes. You watch the old school finesse fishing tips. Well, I have like 200 of them on there. I have like over 200 tips and tricks, I think. 180, 200. Plus, I said, I don't know, I'm picking up. Catching fish fishing. Yeah, that's what Tuesday nights are about. Tuesday nights are about the pre-show girls. That's been ongoing. That's been going on for what, like 2 years now? Something like that. I think this live's been going on for like 2 years. 18, 19, 20, yeah, over 2 years, I think. It was, yeah, it was Storytelling Tuesday. That's when the pre-show girls came in. And they parlayed over into Tuesday night hangouts. But yeah, that's the thing. There's like 100 and something girls on here. I don't know. I haven't added any in a while. But that's where everybody comes in. They come and hang out to get their pre-show girls. Hey, what's up? Lazy. Immortal Lazy. Not much. I said I just, yeah. For bass, 40 years. Not that long, only 40 years. Probably more than that now. Well, yeah. I started fishing before that. 77, 76, but basically when I focused on bass, it was like 1980. So yeah, it's been 40 years. I hate you. With that comment. All I can do is come in here and say, well, actually, here's how my night goes, Captain. I can walk in here. I come in here at the end of the night, and usually, first off, it's and then it's like, all right, baby, let's do this. Sorry, that's the way my nights go. To see naked chicks. Sad but true. Yep. That's my night when I'm in the mood. That stopped everybody. Ah, it killed me. Okay, I have no idea with 5 bars. Today it's been 1 year and a half of fishing. Year and a half. Why? I gotta go get this phone looked at. I don't know if it's freaking. This phone is not that much. I mean, it's live though. It should not take that much effort. Yes, and I never had it on my other phone. I think this thing just has issues. I don't know if it needs an update or a YouTube update or what. I mean, I know it's a $200. No, it's not. It's not that at all. I used this phone forever until I killed it in one of my lives. Moto Z2 Force, $900 phone. Right? I dipped it in water. I thought it was waterproof. It's not. I blinked once in a blue moon. At Pinot, it's not that. See, it blinked me out again. It's blinked me like 8 times in 10 minutes. No, this phone never had a problem. Every once in a while, it might skip and then come back in. This thing just freezes and kicks me back into YouTube. But if I do panel through StreamYard, I've never ever with this phone been kicked out of StreamYard. I just did that panel last night for 3 hours. Hey, Psycho Ducky. Yeah, I can go through StreamYard and it never cuts me out. I go straight through YouTube and this thing it kicks me out to YouTube. Just keeps kicking me back to YouTube. And I said I had this phone, same service, same phone, same service and everything. And I said it might get interrupted, but I don't know. I have to go to T-Mobile and have them look at this phone. I don't know much about it. I don't know if I need to delete YouTube and put YouTube back on if it's got some sort of glitch in that. It's not my service. I'm on the same service. I have the same gigabytes. I have the same unlimited data. Nothing has changed from this phone to this phone, except this phone sucks and kicks me out all the time when I go live. And it just kicks me back to YouTube. I said, I have 5 bars in here. I have 5 bars everywhere I go. This phone, up here where there was issues with being on a military base and blocking, but this phone should be able to handle it. It should not be doing what it does. There's got to be a software issue or an update issue with YouTube or something. I said I don't know enough about him. All right, Jose. Yeah, I don't know enough about it. Chris at one time at Pinot updated it. But the funny thing is that phone constantly gave me updates for YouTube Live. Like it would come up and say, new update for live streaming, blah blah blah, and this one has never given me one single update. So I don't know. Oh sure, now everybody's in the chat asking Captain to go live. Sure. Sorry if I can't please you guys enough anymore. Now we need Captain going live. Thanks. Is it because he doesn't blink? Because he's not on his phone? Is this all a big conspiracy? Oh, you're retracting now. You're contradicting yourself. You just said in the prior comment, you just didn't feel it. Now suddenly you're going, oh, but what I meant to say was, you're going live. Because I want to hang out in here. Are you a politician now? No. You misunderstood my last comment. I meant to say... Yeah. I didn't want to come in here because you blink every freaking 2 minutes. Because, CCB, let's face it, you have a piece of shit phone. You have a piece of shit phone that it's 15 minutes. It's kicked me out how many times now? It's been at least like 8 times in 15 minutes. And I'm at a full 5 bars. I like the blinking. I just don't get it. Like I said, It has nothing to do with my service. It has nothing to do with my reception. It has something to do between it's YouTube. YouTube and the phone. The YouTube app and the phone. The YouTube app and the phone have like some ongoing dispute. This phone just doesn't like the YouTube app. I said, well, I've never blinked off a StreamYard with this phone. And I've been, what, it's been over a year I've had this phone on StreamYard, never an interruption. Yet when I go straight to YouTube, it blinks me like blink 182 times in a stream. It'll like kick me off. I don't get it. I don't know. Do you think I should like delete the YouTube app and then reload it onto the phone? Maybe that's what's doing it. Just freaking erase YouTube off it and then put the newest version of YouTube back on it. Because it's got to be something. It's not updating. I have that phone updated all the time. I kept getting update YouTube, new version, better for lives and all that. This thing has never given me one in like a year and a half. So I don't really know what I don't have to do. It's not my service. Everyone's like, oh, you have shitty service. I'm like, no, I'm at 5 bars. I can't have any more bars. And usually, even if you have a weak signal, it won't cut you out. You'll just get all like, as Chris used to say, max headroom. Like, it'll start pixelating and the audio no, this thing just, it kicks me out. It kicks me out and takes me back to YouTube. That never happened with the old phone. We're going to bed. Don't let CCB lie. His service sucks. No, it's not the service, man. I know for a fact it is not service. It's a business plan. It's unlimited. And that's what I said. I can hook this thing up. I can hook this thing up here in my room, and I use it on my desktop, and it's running at 130 megabytes a second to my desktop. Yeah. Yeah. It goes from here to my computer at 130 megabytes a second. That's on my mobile hotspot. That's pretty good megabytes a second for a mobile hotspot. But it can't even, I mean, I think they said, what, it takes 10 megabytes a second, or 10 megabytes a minute to stream. And that's not much. 10 megabytes for a minute of streaming? Yeah, that's not much at all. And this thing can do 130 megabytes a second to my computer, yet it can't handle 10 megabytes a minute to stream a live. That doesn't equal out. That makes no sense. So yeah, anyway, got to get this thing. I don't know. I think a good way to test it would be if I went somewhere where I could log into somebody's Wi-Fi from their business or something, and then I go live, and if it keeps kicking me out again. Backroads came in. Welcome to Blink Central. That's what I have to title my lives. Welcome to CCB Uncut. Live. We blink every 2 minutes. But it's kind of fun. I can't go through StreamYards every time because I'm not paying for it. I only get what, 20 hours a month. What are these? What about? Those are my CCB custom square bills. CCB square bill crank. I don't know, somebody along the line said I need to promote my baits by showing them all the time. So I don't know. I stuck them up on top of my monitor. And there they sit to this day. I used to have spinnerbaits right here too. Oh, it's right here. No, Frank's never seen this. He's never seen these. Yeah, no, see? CCB custom baits. I have all kinds of baits. Backroads knows. He's bought some. Yeah. Yeah, there's the flat side crank. There's the square bill. There's the buzz bait. One of the finesse jigs. Yeah, my old bladed jig. Or jitter jig. Jitter jig, I don't know. It caught me a 9.5 and it caught my friend a 12-pounder, but. Oh, and he caught me another 8.5, but I don't know. That's just not big enough bass. I don't think I need to. I just don't think they catch big enough bass. I mean, they get an 8.5, a 9.5, and a 12-pounder. I don't know. I'm just thinking I don't need to produce them anymore. Yeah, I make all these. Yeah, these are all the ones I produce. I don't make the plastics. I just order them. But all the buzz baits, all the jigs, everything. I do all the plastics. Spinnerbaits, I do all the bending. Crankbaits, it's pretty much I order ones to my colors and that, and I add the proper hooks and split rings. Yeah, that jitter jig. I had pros in the FLW that wanted these from me. Yeah, I make it. Yeah, I have all the tools. I do all the wire bending and. Yeah. Yeah, no, I do, yeah, all the, you have that special, I don't know. It's actually a pliers, but they're round all the way down, so you can get the perfect bend each time, and then, same thing with spinnerbaits, you put all the components on, and you have to bend it down. It's just a matter of getting the components. I've shown it in a video. I showed you how to make a buzzbait, and how to make a jig. Jig, you just have, you have to have a skirt making tool. I have one, but I usually just use a ballpoint pen. It's a lot easier to make it on a ballpoint pen. You just take out the inside, you leave the pen on, you put it on the rubber things, and then you take the end out and put the skirts in, and then you can just roll the rubber thing off the end. But I have an actually, legit one that I bought that's for skirt making. But yeah, you didn't know that, Frank? Yeah, you were supposed to order some backwards. What happened? I still have some spinnerbaits. I know Jose said he wanted to get some spinnerbaits from me. Oh, yeah, I've actually had them since 2012. Yeah. Yeah, but I said I was a clothing maker and I used to make jewelry and that. So you just gotta learn. You gotta learn how to. Because if you roll it wrong, it'll twist the. Yeah, I don't know. You gotta do that. There's a process to it, but yeah, I promoted for a long time in that, and then I screwed up the website, and then I don't know. I just got. I've I've kind of brought it down to lesser baits. I went kind of nuts. I had like 20 baits, something like that. But I'm just kind of cutting it down to a couple jigs, one spinner bait. Is there a Kobe clearance? Uh, not really. Not really. If you have time, Captain, I can sit on my porch in an hour and probably make like 15 spinner baits. Kobe clearance out. Yeah, I could probably make at least 15 easily. I can sit on my porch in an hour and probably make like, I don't know, 20 jigs. It's not that hard to do them. You just got to have the right materials and, um, yeah. You just have to have the right tools and the right materials. No, 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 no. They're actually. Hey, going south? No, you order the blank. Like it's got the head and the hook, and then just the wire. So you have to add all the stuff, and then bend the wire, and then yeah, it's not that hard. Yeah, he's from Greenland. He's in here for the women. I was just gonna leave, but the blinking seems to be over. So maybe we can hang out here. We can hang out here so going south can catch up on those women. Um, on that note, no, I'll show you in a second. Let me go grab one of the blanks. I still have the spinnerbait blanks. Will you guys be all right? Can you guys watch this for a bit? I'll be right back. I'm back. Okay. All right. Captain's still in here. Oh, I didn't blink. Cal Sophie. Yeah, no, they come like this. Nope. No blinky. Basically, this is what you buy. See that? You can buy all different kind of heads, everything else. Yeah. Damn. See? Sorry, distracted for the press. See? After I mentioned, oh, I didn't blink that whole time. Yeah, no, basically this is what you buy. Or you can buy this with the hook, and if you have your own mold in that and you want to pour your own lead, you can get that. But this is how they come. You get the round bend, you get the loop eye, but that's the base to start with. And then you create it into that. Yeah, and then you create it into that. So you start with this, and then you create that. And you have, see, I do that bending right there. You have to, know what size ball, and you need this little U-clamp, and this blade, and that blade. And these are brass blade. I mean, you buy components completely separate. You buy the blade separate, you buy these beads separate, you buy the little U-clamp thing separate, the bearing separate. All this stuff is bought separate. And this is separate. So you take all that, then you got to know your blade sizes. Like this is a 3.5 blade. This is a number 2, I think, or number 1. And yeah, I mean, but you need to know, like, there's like 1 through 10 size blade. These little blades come in different sizes. These little clamps right here. The U-clampy thing come in a bunch of different sizes. So you kind of need to know exactly what size to order. And that's why I said, I mean, it's not hard to make your own baits, but it is hard in the fact that, yeah, to know that you need a 3.5-inch blade and a number 1 blade, and to know what size little beads you need to get, and I mean all that other stuff. It takes time. It takes some research. Overall, I forget exactly what's into this blade wise, and I don't know. It's not as much as you pay when you have it complete. I know that, but you still gotta. I mean, you gotta put in the labor and the time. And then with the buzz baits, it's the same thing with the buzz baits. You get the buzz bait without any of this. This is just a straight shaft. Yeah, I sell spinning baits for $5. I sell the buzz baits for $5. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I thank you, Jess Fish. Yeah, I don't make much of a profit. I did a video on this one, I think. I think if you take the time to put it all together with the skirt, the base, and everything else, it's about $2, like Captain said. But you got to make the skirt. You got to buy all the other stuff. You got to assemble it, and these are all Mustad friggin' Ultra Point hooks, man. Look at that thing. I mean, I can just drop it on and I think it'll stick. Ow. Ow. Stick to my thumbnail. Not my skin. Yeah. But yeah, they will stick in your thumb. Well, I mean, with this you don't. This is just freaking straight ass pliers to turn it. This one, uh, yeah, to get this bend in it and all that, yeah, you need pliers that are completely round. If you did it with like a regular fight, like a needle nose, it's round and flat, and it wouldn't bend it that round. But yeah, to bend it, but then after you bend it, you actually have to squeeze this in to get the wire to be up against the other wire. So it's sort of a two-step process. You're doing the bending, but then you're doing a little bit more bending, and then you want to get it totally straight, like in line, because a lot of times you bend it, the eye will be like bent to the side or something. It takes some skill. I mean, it's just like making metal wrap jewelry and that. But the blades are important because a lot of people just do steel blades, but these are brass. If I scrape the nickel off, inside this is brass. And most of them do the cheap ass ones. I mean, I could pay like 3 cents less a piece for this blade, stainless steel. But the brass is heavier, it doesn't rust. That's all you gotta do to check to see if the spinning blades you have are actually brass or steel. Is if you scrape them some and they sit in your tire box and you find rust on them, bingo. Economy cheap steel blades, not actual brass blades. So yeah, that's the process, Captain. You get this, then you just turn into that. But, you know, a lot of people don't want to spend the time to put on those blades and figure out the blades and switch the blades and do all that other stuff that it takes to make it into an actual blade. Yeah, but the only way you're going to make a lot of money is volume. I mean, you know, me making these up and selling 2 or 3. Yeah, but you know, yeah, you sell what? You sell. Well, that's these though. If you go with worms and you go with jigs and that, the profit's not as much as something on a spinnerbait because the market's not there for it. Even with a custom made, and like Jetfish did, yeah, I could charge a lot more because they're custom made, but I try to keep them comparable to what's in the market. But yeah, you sell, you sell 20 a month at $3 profit. You made $60 in a month, and it took you like an hour or two to make them and all that other. So yeah, I pretty much value everything I do without my knowledge of research and my knowledge of baits and putting in my time and everything to make them. And I don't, I never incorporated that into the actual price. Hey NJ. So yeah, I would never I would never make a lot of money if I just strictly sold my baits. It's just something I like to do for you guys. That's why now they're sort of like custom and to order. A little here, a little there, but yeah, that's the process. To me it doesn't seem that hard, but to a lot of people to be able to, I don't know, to be able to create one and get the balance right and from scratch it's hard to do. But I spent like a year ordering different size beads, ordering different size this, ordering different size that, different split ring sizes, all that stuff to kind of get everything matched up and get everything to run the best. And yeah, now I don't even think about that. I don't even think about how much time I spent doing all that stuff. Gore farts! Didn't you just order it like last night at midnight? Jesus. I got the email though. It's on. It's gonna be on its way. I didn't have time today, but it's definitely on its way. All right, I got something else I want to show you guys. Um, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go out on the porch, but let me go grab it, and then I'll be back. Oh wait. All right, let me grab it. I'm back. It's not even all the way dark out. All right, guys. I want to show you something. I'm gonna go to the porch. Show us some stuff. It is the brownie vest. No, the brownie vest. I think it's in my storage unit. Are you talking about big hard bait? Are you talking about big hard baits? Oh, hard baits. Hard swim baits. Oh, I don't have hard swim baits, but I don't know if you can see those on the shoebox. Those are really cool, old school soft swim baits that may be given away. Oh yeah, you can spend like $200, $300, $400 on a good wake bait or a good slide bait, handmade out of wood. Yeah, those are like $200, $300, $400 for those things. Don't know why you'd want to spend that much money on something like that, but yeah, those glide baits can be really expensive, custom made. Marlin baits are so cool. House tour. Yeah. It's me on the way out. What's up, Tito? Hey, Tito, I want to apologize about earlier. He actually called me right in the middle of my filming, and I don't know. I got a little upset. Because I was in the flow, but I should have just told my mom. Because she answered the phone and knocked on my door. I should say, oh, tell him I'll call him back later. But, yeah, no, I don't know. Sorry, I got to film, though. It turned out really good. I actually had to scratch it and start over. But I think it's better when I start over, but 15 now. What are you talking about 13? Look, I'm 15 and 10. Okay, you know, nice. No worries. Did you look at the boat, though? He called me because he wanted to look at this boat for like $500. And I said, I don't know. It's just got a trolling motor. But okay. Well, here's something I don't think I've ever shown anybody either. Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, this is my notepad. This is my notepad I've had since 2009. Earlier than that, but I don't know if you guys can tell what's on here. I don't know if you can see what that says. Tips and tricks, tips and tricks, tips and tricks. Uh, Man, I even come out here. I said, same bar. This just sucks. I get this thing fixed. Drug deals. Oh. No. Well, these are all my tips and tricks. These are all the tips and tricks that are on YouTube and that. This is all my scripting of my tips and tricks. Yeah. This is all. This is what I do with my tips and tricks and that. This is all scripting and an idea of the show and what the show's supposed to be about and the thoughts. Yeah. This thing's 11 years old. Pretty much all the things you've seen. Um, yeah, this is everything. This is this is every tip. Well, not all of them. Some I didn't write down, but this is pretty much every tips and tricks that's on YouTube. Is this is what I did? Is I sat here and scripted and scripted and scripted and scripted. I would sit down for an hour, and because when I came back and I started CCB again, I wanted to start with everything that was in my head and everything I learned in fishing. So I sat down. I sat down and wrote all this stuff out. And when I got ideas, I would go grab this and just write down more and more stuff. And yeah, there's still tons of them on here that I still haven't produced. But yeah, this was what I did. But this is the funny one, or this is the one I wanted to show you. Yeah, because we were just talking about those baits. Um, this is everything I did. This is everything I did for like naming baits, trying to figure out a price. This was like this was like the price of everything, where I could get everything. Um, yeah, per price of everything, how much each piece of the component costs, the total cost. Uh, um, yeah, this is like who had the cheapest, how much these beads cost here, this blade costs here, um, all the ideas for stuff. Everything else is all how much per pack, how much each individual bait costs, each. Yeah, this is all my ideas, figuring out what baits I was going to sell, what baits I was going to produce, every into yeah, every little thing. All my chicken scratch of everything I did, costs, body, just everything. Um, yeah, I was obsessed with this. This is from back in like 2009. Everything I did for it. and what company had what, where I could get components. This is all from 2009. This is 2009 when I started my baits. Yeah, I said there's like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 back to back of, yeah, just, I don't know. Everything. All the research I did, all the costs. This. I don't do anything with YouTube. I used to work at Marshall's, so they fired me 2 years ago. 2.5 years ago. Yeah, 2.5 years ago they fired me. And I said, fuck it. I live with my parents. They're on board. So, yeah. I figure I've been wanting to do this, a fishing show and a fishing thing since like 2000. I'm in my 50s. It's now or never. That was a deep V? Oh, the boat you were looking at was a deep V? Yeah, I don't like deep Vs. Deep Vs aren't bass boat style. Yeah, but like I said, that was everything I did. That was all and my whole profit margin was like, oh, if I can make $1 or $2 per bait, I'm good. Yeah, I didn't get that either. I didn't get the whole searching Trump thing. Hey, but the new Trump book came out today. Well, it got leaked to the press today. Um, the one that his niece Mary wrote. Pretty damn interesting. Pretty damn interesting read. If anybody cares about this stuff, but yeah. There's a new Trump book coming out. Pretty much Secret Service data. Detail. What's that? Detail? Secret Service detail. Oh, okay. Yeah, I hear he's looking for Secret Service people because all of them now have the coronavirus. So he doesn't have any Secret Service left. Yeah, well, I thought it'd be a good idea to start out with baits, but everybody lost interest as soon as I got to that. Nope. Never. Yeah. Never caught a walleye. Never even fished for them. We don't have them in California. And the majority of my fishing is in California. So yeah, I've never done a walleye. I've never caught a pike, muskie. He's like, yeah, yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah, they have it. They're like, yeah, yeah, they they're trying to ban her from releasing it and publishing it. So she sent it to a whole bunch of press people. Good move. I like that. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Not really. I mean, it's not that interesting coming from Trump because it's pretty much everything we know about him anyway. It's just an insider's perspective. his ghostwriter that was supposed to write this really cool book for him. And she took it to another route and just turned it into a inside the mind of Trump, what Donald thinks and how he is. And she produced it herself. And now they're like, you can't release that. Yeah, I don't know anything about walleye. That's like a whole different, I don't know, it's totally different. A lot of down rigging, a lot down the bottom, underspins, spinny things, kind of like trout kind of things. I don't know. Hopefully someday in my lifetime I get to the point I can travel and go hook up with people to fish for different species I've never fished for. It's hopefully in the works. Hey, wait, I had 12. Now I went back, didn't I? I had 12 legs. Maybe not. Yeah, but evidently nobody really cared too much about my obsession with what I go through to create my videos, so guess I won't do a video on that. Yeah, but I don't eat fish, so I don't care what they taste like. I'd care about how to catch them. Yeah. We go Tanner. What, did Tanner come in? Well, none of the pros. I mean, I think Scott Martin's the biggest pro. I think Scott Martin, well, he has 500,000. But, yeah, like Kevin Van Dam, all those people that have shows and produce it, they don't have that many subs. Thanks, Noah. That's why I said it's kind of disturbing that everybody's learning their information from YouTubers now. Because half the kids don't even know who Jimmy Houston is. that, that's the truth, Frank. That's the truth, Frankie. They don't even know who the hell Jimmy Houston is. They don't even know who Roland Martin is. They don't know any actual, like, old school pros. They only know YouTubers. All their information for fishing yeah. Yeah, but that's the only one they know is like KVD. Well, I was on here, remember I was telling Not a Clue, Captain the other day. I learned it from Gary Klein, from Rick Clunn, and he had no idea who they were. The founders of bass fishing. Gorgeous Captain Frankie. Yeah, that's just it. They learn their information. Yeah, so is Roland. Scott's dad has his own channel. But they don't want to learn from him. They're not the Googans. Well, Scott is. See, that's why Scott's so big, because he's part of the Googans. That's the only reason Scott Martin has so many viewers and does so good. Yeah, but most kids don't. They want... Yeah, exactly. I mean, hell, a lot of the... Oh, yeah, I can imagine. I mean, I swear half the YouTubers probably don't even know who Bill Dance is. You tell them Bill Dance, and they're like, who? They want the easy way out. Yeah, exactly. They don't want to know how to fish a real lake. They want to know how to catch fish in a pond. They want to watch people catching big fish in a pond, and they want to know where you can go sneak into someplace. Yeah. What about Babe Wilkinson? Does anybody know who Babe Wilkinson is? I used to have one of his DVDs. What about oh God. Why can't I think of his name right now? His name totally went blank on me. They're geniuses though. Orlando Wilson. Oh yeah, I know Orlando Wilson. Yeah, but Babe Wilkinson. He was a big like '80s educational bass fisherman. Had a lot of DVDs out. Yeah, Hank Parker, Shaw Grigsby. God, what is the guy I'm thinking of? Doug Hannon. That's what I'm thinking of. The Bass Professor. He was big in the '80s, into the '90s. Supposedly caught over like 310-pound bass. And he's a psychologist, and most of his thoughts of bass come from a human perspective. Winkleman, Babe Winkleman. There we go. I knew Jess Fish would know it. Yeah, Babe Wilkelman. Yeah, and you really like their baits, Captain. That's why. Ah, Linder. Oh, that's an old name. What about Joe Cochran? Joe Cochran's an old school too. Yeah, Captain's big on the Guga baits. I know it. Babe's from Minnesota, is he? Yeah, I actually have a whole Baitman TV. It's funny because I've never heard of him. Sorry, Frankie, I've never heard of Bateman TV. I've never heard of him. I don't think I've ever watched a video he's made. Um, there's always gonna be haters. If somebody takes off like that and does, I mean, Captain's got a point. They're freaking geniuses. Everybody that gets big and takes over like that, of course everybody else is gonna hate him. But they create good content. Johnny Morris. Never heard of him either. Never, never heard of Johnny Morris. Um, yeah, yeah. All right, Johnny Morris. Never heard of him. What has he done for the bass world? What? Oh, I'm gonna look him up. Um, I don't know. I have an encyclopedia here that I'm looking through. The Bass Pro Shop. So I'm gonna see if I can see anything that's by Johnny Morris in here. I mean, if he's somebody that's ever been anybody, he's probably gonna have baits or something in Bass Pro Shop. So give me a second here. Backroads. I'm gonna see if I can ask KVD. What, he designs baits or something? He's had some sort of impact on the bass world. No, I'm not. I'm not really seeing anything in here. Can you leave me a comment about it? Did you leave me a comment about it? Johnny Marsh says, "Oh, he started that." Huh. Oh. Well, I'll be damned. I'll be damned. You're right. I've never noticed that. I've never noticed that, but you're right. Right. Look right here at the top of Bass Pro Shop's catalog. Isn't that Johnny Morris? Wow. All right. I guess I don't know that much about bass fishing. I totally never saw that. Well, he should have his own stuff in here. Come on. $15K. What? The Bateman? $15K? How's that a YouTube star at 15? I mean, I know they only have three, but there's, there's, there's a lot more YouTube people that have over 100. Thank you, Captain. Well, you're really gonna hate me for my video I'm putting up tomorrow if that's what you want, Frankie. You're probably not gonna like my video on baitcasters if you want a combo. I know, and you're probably gonna hate me too, Tito. Yeah, Bass Pro Shops bought what? But they bought Cabela's 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Yeah, Bass Pro Shops owns Cabela's. Um, Forest Wood. If you're talking that back roads, who had a huge impact on bass fishing? Yeah, Forrest started it. I mean, Ray Scott started the tournament, but Forrest Wood's the one that designed a boat for him. Yeah, you can't miss. You can't forget about Mr. Wood. That's why I did that video on him. Wait, which one? Oh well, well. Watch the video I'm putting out tomorrow, Captain. You'll know I found it extremely humorous. I don't know. It's a good video. It's an educational video, but I know there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna get on me about it. Like most of mine, they're gonna be like, "Oh, they're gonna be." I just if it gets out there, like all of my other tips and tricks are starting to get out there. Yeah, I'm gonna get some flack from this one, but it's the truth. Uh, I'll check him out. I'll check him out. I said I actually don't learn very much. I don't learn anything from anybody that I see on YouTube. All my learning is from 40 years of experience and fishing a lot. All the stuff I see is just old regurgitated stuff. I'll check out the Bateman though. Maybe he's different. Uh, sure. I'll give it a try, Frankie. Oh, Corn Farts is leaving? I missed that. All right, guys, I'm out exhausted. All right, Corn Farts. Yeah, no, yeah, I'll watch it. I mean, he's doing better than me. He's at 15K. Really? You got the combo and you. All right. Yeah. Oh, I found out, Tito, that the turn thing at the end of it. Yeah, because that little turn thing at the bottom does absolutely nothing to the rod. That's just so you can tell what pound line you have on each rod. And obviously it's set for braid. I mean, I guess if you buy that rod, it's just so if you pick it up, you can look at the bottom and go, oh yeah, this is the one. This one has 30-pound braid. Oh yeah, this one has 50-pound braid. I don't know, just it's gimmicky to me. Yeah, it has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with anything to do with the functionality or anything with the rod. It's just so you can remember which pound line you have on that rod. And it's set for braid. 50, 30, 20. I mean, what if you fish mono? It's worthless. What if you fish fluoro? It's worthless. The rod only works if you use braid. Can switch them all for you. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good deal. I mean, you got the upgrade of the reel and a rod. Yeah, but the video tomorrow kind of explains all that. And thank you, Tito, for giving me the idea for the video itself. And thank you for the interruption. Yeah. No, it's just that's why I said it's like I'm very much an advocate of don't believe the hype. The hype is to sell fishermen. The hype is not to make you a better fisherman. Yeah, and that's why I don't like a lot of the YouTubers and that because they're selling the hype. Yeah, YouTubers are selling the hype. Um, yeah, you give them a product and you give it to them for free, they're going to tell you it's the best thing since sliced bread. They're not going to be honest. They're going to tell you if you're giving it to them for free, they'll put anything in the video and just hype it up and tell you how great it is and I love it. They gave me this reel for free. They gave me these baits for free. Oh, they're the best baits ever. I love them. They're great. You got to try these baits. These baits are awesome. Only reason they're awesome is because they got them for free. Yeah, that's what I said. It's selling. That's just it. Yeah, but that's the whole deal. Is it's that's why I said it's an effed up fishing world. It's back to the like snake oil and elixirs of like the 1880s. This will cure you of all your ails. This will make you live to 100 years old. I have hype with my baits, but I'm honest with them. So, like, what are you talking about, Frankie? I fished the FLWs as a coangler for 8 years. I know all those pros. I fished with all those pros. I know the owner of IROD. I know Gary Dobbins. I know Skeet Reese. I know Jimmy Reese. I know Ishman Rowe. I never asked him for anything. I've had really good conversations about bass fishing with him, but I never want anything from him. Well, who else? Mark Daniels Jr., all those people. I know most of them. Any of them that fish out here in the West, even periodically, I met them and I've talked to them and fished with them. And I, I've, I don't connect with them. I don't try to hook up and like get contacts or anything from them. I don't fish like that. I'm not a hype chaser. I put 40 pound on the other Abu reels. Yeah, that's what I did with all my old reels. All my old reels went to use them at the pier. And until I started rinsing them off, I destroyed all of them. Yeah, saltwater doesn't do very well on freshwater reels. I will say it just there's a reason they're made for saltwater and freshwater. Yeah, it's whole yeah. Yeah, I know they have a lot of old baits, but I have all my own baits. I've been fishing my own baits since 2009, for the most part, and I get them cheap because I buy them wholesale. I just decided it'd be cool to offer them for sale for the people that watch me fish them and see me fish them and are interested in those baits. I don't really, I don't know. Yeah, all the stuff I get wholesale. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to order stuff retail to turn into my own bait to sell retail. Stupid jobs. I mean, the funny thing is now I'm opened up. I can go fishing anytime I want, and I'm turning back to doing more educational stuff than fishing shows because that's what's catching on, and that's what people want from me on YouTube. So before I used to fit them in because I had to go to work and all that, and now I have the opportunity to go fish, and I'm like, I'd rather just do a little. I, I might just. I don't need to focus on that. I need to hit the lotto. Yeah, it's just that's what I said. Well, yeah, buying in bulk, but also having a resale license so you can buy stuff at wholesale. When you own a business, you can get a resale license, which means you can buy it wholesale. Yeah, wholesale. Oh, Beto came in. He wants more kelp. Yeah, no, I could buy other manufacturers' baits at wholesale. I don't want their baits because I fish my own baits. I started fishing my own baits because I couldn't find the baits I wanted through somebody else. That's why I created all my own CCB baits and that. Isn't that the one you said you were 210,000? No land, but the one you were buying for 210,000. Was that you? Yeah, out of work these days. That's not uncommon. Pretty much everybody's out of work. Chex is in. Yeah, see, I remember. You were talking about that in the other live. See, people think I don't remember people, but I remember that conversation. Taxes are 6K. Never miss a day of work. Well, it depends on where you work and what you do. Tito hasn't missed a day. Tito has two jobs. He's still working. I'm still working every day, but this is work for me. No land, no porch. What the hell? It's only 210K, man. No, but Frankie, as far as that, I have a huge history with all the Googans, way before there were Googans. Is it floating in space? Yeah. No, I have a history way back to like 2009 with pretty much all the Googans. Before they even formed the Googans, I used to email them, I used to comment, we went back and forth. I followed them through their whole career and picked on them and gave them video advice and filming advice. And once it got me, less than 3K and nothing. But I still tried to help them along the way. They were just better at the game than me. They do a hell of a lot more. Open a win your giveaway. Copy that, Frankie. Hey, Billy. Crappy cell phone. Aren't cell phone cameras pretty good these days? I mean, even this crappy one and the front one films actually really well. I mean, I have 11 cameras. I have 11. Yeah, exactly. And you can get something comparable for like $100, $70. It doesn't. There's yeah. You don't need to spend on a GoPro anymore. Even Scott Martin was just talking about this new one that's out. That's pretty much same as my Get Up. That's only $89 or $100. 119. He filmed one of his shows with it. $20 apart. What do you mean? What are you talking about, Frankie? Look this way. How how far away is that house from me? I mean, that's my neighbor's house. That's less than 20 feet away. That's like, it might be 20. I don't live in a 14-foot mansion that's 80 feet away from my closest neighbors. I'm not Captain Clueless. So basically, it's a typical division house. You have your half acre, and your neighbors are 20 feet away. 14-foot mansion. Yeah. I live with my parents in a. I don't know what they paid for this. $500,000? It was like 500,000 for this. I used to live in Pebble Beach. That house sold for over $1 million. It had 14-foot ceilings. Technicalities. Uh, Man, I think most of them here. Well, yeah, actually here, quarter acre maybe. Oh, fishing with Tanner. Where the hell did he come from? Yeah, I don't know. These may be quarter acre. I don't know. What? Fishing with Tanner came in? He hates me. I'm honored he came in, but he hates me. Yeah, Frankie, it's urban living. Living with houses 20 feet away. Goes through the county. Tanner's like, I was just taking a break. Yeah, well, actually, my parents bought the house for the house in Pebble Beach. They bought for 200. I think it was 295,000 in 1984, and I think it was like what 2000, 1999, something like that. They sold it for over $1 million. So it was a good investment. They basically profited $800,000 on the house. It took almost 20 years, but now you get cheap. Cameras aren't an excuse anymore for creating a channel. Yeah, you're right, Chex Mix. Yeah, in Pebble Beach, it's probably over 2 million now. It might sell for 3 million at this point. Yeah, but back to Frankie. Sorry, man. Cameras aren't an excuse anymore for creating content. There's there's cheap ass cameras out there and cheap ass phones out there that film really good quality video nowadays. Hell, even most cheap phones film video better than expensive cameras 5 years ago. It's not what you do, it's the way you do it. I'm not even working with high tech cameras right now. My newest camera is the Hero 4 Silver. Hey, Mac just went by. Mac the Rack, I saw him. Yeah, Hero 4. Bought it like 5 years ago. My Kodak cameras I'm working with are from 2012. My Canon camcorder is from 2012. It's yeah, it's cameras aren't they? Yeah. My that one I have in there, my old T-Mobile one I bought for 1999, that Boost one. I don't have it set up because I never had a Boost, but I just got it, and you can film really good quality video on that freaking little T-Mobile phone that I have in there. Almost as good as my 2012 camera, because that phone's actually that phone's from like what 2018, 2017. It's 5 years newer, the camera technology in that phone, than my old Kodaks that I film my shows with to this day. Doesn't matter. You just gotta get out there. You gotta create. Yeah, the ones I filmed my high cam, those Kodaks are from 2012. They're 8-year-old cameras. Same ones I do my vlogs with. Everything but the yeah, I still have a high 8 camera, man. I still have a camcorder that's DVD quality, 720 480. Actually, a lot of my original tips and tricks and all that were filmed on that camera that's 720 by 480. All right, Tanner, go shower. Well, I don't know if you see that my skate video, the circa 1988 one. That was actually filmed on standard VHS. It was a top of the line $1,500 Hitachi camera, VHS camera at the time. Yeah, and I had a VCR camera in 1986. A $1,500 Hitachi VHS camera. That's what I filmed all my skateboarding and a lot of the other stuff back in the day. I mean, that's what was VHS. 480 by 240. Isn't that VHS quality? DVD is 720 by 480. So I think VHS is 480 by 240. So yeah, think of those specs. Nowadays, 1280 by 720. What, Frankie? No, Frankie, I was just saying earlier, I was personal friends with Gary Dobbins. I I fished with he was at every tournament for years before he started the West Coast Bass Trail. He was in all my FOWs for the first 5 years. I used to talk to Gary all the time. Gary was the reason I did that video that's actually getting really popular now. What do these numbers mean on your rod when they talk about weights and lines and all that? My knowledge of that actually came from speaking personally to Gary Dobbins. And I joked about it, and then he actually informed me because he does Dobbin rods. And yeah, no, I'm. if I ever meet him again, I'll come up to him and say, "Hey, Gary." He's like, "Hey, Scott, what's up?" Yeah, I mean, not that I call him or text him or anything else, but I knew him that much over like 6 years of fishing the FOWs. I didn't know actually who he was. I mean, I knew he was Gary Dobbins, the pro, but I never knew he had Dobbins rods. Just like the owner of iRod, I never knew he was the owner of iRod. I'd known him for years, and finally I went. He's like, "I gotta quit these tournaments, man. The business is taking off. I need to focus on the business." I'm like, "What do you do?" He's like, "I own iRod." I'm like, "Really?" All right, Jessfish. Yeah, no, I said I'm. I talk to him all the time. Back in the old days, like 2010, 2015, 16, I don't know. Whenever he started West Coast Bass Trail, he kind of left FLW to start that. I go tinkle again. Talk amongst yourselves. Nature calls. Really? Wow. I mean, I was just gonna say, other than the extreme burning, that pee went really well. Uh, just FYI, never believe a hooker. I'm clean, I swear. Not a clue. Yeah. Sorry, sorry I'm boring you so much, Captain. I should have taken you in there closer so you could hear the screaming and the ah! But I didn't. I spared you from that. Obviously, I'm kidding, but I thought it'd be fun. I mean, I was boring, Captain, so I figured I'd try to give him something to make him laugh. I actually used to do that. Frankie's like, "What?" That birdie gets old. No, the funny thing is, I used to always do that at when I was at work in the employee bathroom. If I came in to go pee and somebody was like in the stall, like, and yeah, and somebody was in the stall next to me, like taking a crap or something, I'd be like, "Oh, ah, oh God, oh God, the birdie, oh," and I'd be like, "Oh, damn, never believe a hooker," and I just hear tons of laughing come from the stall. It's just my humor. It's my type of sarcasm, like Captain said. You gotta understand that 90% of what I say is uh, just trying to be funny and being sarcastic. So you have to sift through it to get to the truth. Yeah, it's all about camera angles, man. I said I was gonna shoot in the. Yeah, I said I was gonna shoot in the one place in the house where the stairs go upstairs, and position myself on the stairs so it looked like there were high ceilings, just so I could compete with Captain. Yeah, that'd be funny. I was gonna get into the green scene stuff. I actually like looked at it, and I went, it's too much effort. Yeah, faulted ceilings. I only have 8 foot ceilings. Damn it! I just can't compete, man. I don't have a pond lake in my backyard. I don't have a HOA to bow to. I really need to get this stuff going so I can have an HOA and a gated community and rules. The magic of media. Yeah. I want somebody to tell me I need to trim my grass because I'm going to write you up because it's about to be an inch too tall. Freaking bass boats. Oh no, I saw one the other day. That is funny. I don't know if you guys follow Smallmouth Crush. He has like 26,000 subscribers or something, but he did a tour of his new Nitro boat. And this, the whole time, this guy was like, a certain hose kind of laid up against the gel coat. And he put down like tape and all that. And everywhere that like something might rub, he put down like tape and everything and a thing because he didn't want his gel coat to get scratched. He didn't want like any scratches on his new boat. And to me, those were the type of people that we made fun of when I was in tournaments because it's like they won't go fish someplace they need to get their boat into because to do it, it's rubbing up against brush and trees, and they're too worried about scratching their boat or getting a scratch in their gel coat, or it's just hilarious. It's like you're buying a bass boat and you're competing. Um, and I'm like, I left him a comment and said, dude, you're really anal. Just saying. I mean, if you're going to get a boat, use it. Don't be all worried that something's going to get scratched or something's going to get like a little bit of a mark on it. I mean, you're bass fishing. I just, yeah. Seriously, he was the type of people we make fun of. Most of the best fishermen, the good fishermen, yeah, they'd have scratches all over it. They'd have wears and marks because they were like going through trees. Yeah, but I'm like, dude, like, you're a bass fisherman. Yeah, but he was like, I seriously, like, even on the back where, like, the hose comes off the engine and goes over, he like, oh, I put this double-sided cushioning thing here because um, I've seen it where, like, when you're bouncing, it rubs, and it kind of rubs onto the gel coat, and every, even every, even like the live wells. Yeah, exactly. I can see that. Like, we have, I mean, yes, keep things nice, but it's a tool, like Captain said. It's a tool for fishing. If you're sitting there and all of a sudden you're catching fish further and further back into a cove, and there's a spot where you could probably push through, but there's a bunch of, and you would have to like have things scrape against your boat and maybe hit like a log or something, and you're like, all right, well, I'm not going in there. I don't want any scratches on my gel coat. There's probably good fish back there, but I am not going to go back there with my brand new boat. It's like bullshit. On high, we're pushing through this shit. We probably need a chainsaw, but I think if I put it on high, we can punch through here and yeah. But I said I met so many people like that jumped up to, and these weren't even like big tournaments. This is like local tournaments, but they got their brand new like 40, $50,000 boat and that, and they get worried if like a friend set the hook and missed, and the jig came back and hit the side of the boat. They would be like, oh, I can't believe you did that. Oh my God, I bet you that left a mark on the boat. I bet you there's a ding there. Oh God, heaven forbid if it chipped the gel coat. No, it's a tool for fishing. Just, it needs some wear. Just abuse it. Like, don't like, intentionally like, I mean, you can keep it nice, but it's a, you're in the lake. You're fishing around stumps and rocks, and to be so paranoid that you don't want to scrape it. Oh, you haven't noticed that back roads? It's always off. Wait, what? Okay, you got a question, Grandpa? Do YouTube? Why does my channel say I have 10 on my studios? Yeah, no, it's always off. 25 views, studio says 14. No, it's always off. I need a. Where's Fisher Tubbies? Like what exactly are flats, points? Yeah, I take everything I have. I grew up quite poor. Yeah, exactly. Uh, yeah, see, I can do this too. I can go to dashboard on a video backroads, and it'll say it has 40 views. I can go to videos, and I look at videos, and it says it has uh, 30 views. I, and then I can go back to, and then I go to my dashboard, and it tells me it has like 100 views, and then I look over to the side where it says top videos, and it says it has 105. So yeah, they're all off. You don't really know until later on. I mean, seriously, unless if you go into your analytics might be more correct on how much a video actually has. Yeah, no, I can go in and if you like, I look at my home video when I'm on YouTube and I'm looking for you guys' videos and I might show up, and I just looked at my analytics on my studio and said I had 100 views, and when I scroll through it on YouTube it says new CCB show 42 views. I'm like, this says 42. My studio says 100. So no, it's not consistent. It's not consistent between dashboard and when you look at your video listings. It's not consistent. We look at your dashboard and you get on your phone and scroll through and see your thing. It's always off. Oh yeah, there's so much more to fishing from a boat. Yeah, their real time updates on YouTube aren't that accurate. I mean, it's not just us; it's even the big channels. I'll be scrolling to watch people, and I'll see a Scott Martin that says 30K views. I'll click on to watch it. When I go in to watch it and I look, it has 46K views. So the thumbnail that captured it said 30, but when I go in and watch it, it's at 46. So it just they don't update real time with a lot of it. You see, I know how to read them, but I never really used them. I only use them for depth and temperature. Or if I found some fish in a place and caught some, I would go over it with the graph to try and figure out kind of how it was laid out. But I wasn't one of those people that just cruised around with the graph for hours before I started fishing for a day. All right, Tito. Yeah, I know how to. I don't know really how to read the new ones with the smart view and the side view and all that other stuff. That gets more complicated to figure out when you're looking at it. What's a fish? What's not a fish? But yeah, yeah. I'm just never a graph guy. I'm not an offshore guy. I'm usually around shore or close to shore type fishermen. Graphs come in more as an importance when you're offshore and away from shore in a lake that's pretty wide and all that, so you can find maybe flats or drops or. And I would just go and I'm like, oh, there's a big drop there. Let me turn around and fish it. I wouldn't. I wouldn't go. Oh, how many fish are there? Oh, are there any fish? I would just see the structure and turn around and fish it. I'm not a big graph guy. I'm a bigger shoreline fisherman, shore fisherman. I get a boat so I can fish shore. I get a boat so I can cast at shore. And cover more water or put myself. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan. You know they're there. You know they're there. Just because you can see them, you still got to have everything else to catch them. I mean, I don't see it. You should probably use a manual. It's just, I don't know. Uh, I don't know. I just don't understand people that think if I can see the fish are there, it's going to make me a better fisherman. Because, yeah, you can see they're there. But to get them to bite, that's what all the rest of it's about. That's your 40 years. That's your knowledge of baits, your knowledge of line, your knowledge of everything else. Just knowing they're there is not going to make you be able to catch them. You know. Well, that's like my friend. I did a video. Well, I think I have it on film. I did one of my tournaments at the Delta, and the pro I was with didn't even have any electronics on his boat, and most of them in the Delta don't even have their things turned on because it's like most of where you're fishing is 10 feet or less. Are you kidding me? you haven't watched you haven't watched YouTube videos where people get their new graph and their new graphs on their boat, and their whole thing is this is gonna help me catch him. This is gonna help me find them, guys. This is a new game. I have I have side scan. I have front view. The catches are gonna go up. I'm gonna be whacking them now. All because they got a freaking high tech freaking graph, so they can see the fish. Half the time you don't even know what the fuck the fish is. Damn, there's a whole bunch of fish down there. Ah, those got to be bass. You snag one and they're freaking crappie. Or they're a white bass, or there's some other sort of species, or they're carp, or they're whatever. Just because you can see them, why is a fishing jet ski? Well, no, I see. I'm trying to. I don't know. Okay, well, it's kind of like Tito right now. Tito wants to buy a boat. He wants to buy a boat, and I'm telling him, let me look around. Let me find you a boat that's gonna work. That's you know, and every single boat he's like, oh, but this one's only 500. Scott told him where. Oh, it's got this one's got this. This one's got. I'm well, just because you have a boat and you out, it doesn't mean you're gonna catch more fish. A lot of it has to do with can you stand in the boat? Can you work the boat? Can you orient the boat? It's not just because you have a boat and you're going offshore, you're going to be a Kevin Van Dam. There's a lot more to it than that. So that's just kind of what I've been trying to tell him when he keeps wanting to grab all these boats he sees for so cheap. I'm like, I want you to start off with a boat that you're going to be happy with and something you'll probably keep for 10 years. I don't want you to buy a boat and a year later you're like, I want to get this boat and then I want to get that boat and I want that boat. Don't start out with a cheap ass boat and upgrade. Just wait, save enough money, wait a year or two, and buy something that's good. Well, how does Backroads feel about the kayak? Last I knew, Backroads, you're not a fan of the kayak. just, just, I mean, it was just my observation with it. No, he said himself he wasn't happy with it. Well, there you go. That's all I'm going to say. It's some people love him, some people hate him. Well, I know. I said Tanner related to me. Everybody that's a kayak fisherman related to me. Zeke, what's it Zeke? No, Zeke's on a boat. Um, yeah, but I said I'm not a fan of it. They seem unstable. I just said it from fishing my little skinny ass John boat that it was just I didn't always feel safe. Like I had to set my legs apart and everything when I was standing to set the hook just so I didn't feel like I might tip it and fall over. Just personal experience. And the fact I'd rather fish standing up than sitting down. I don't go to shore. I don't go to shore and put out like a fold out chair and sit it down and just and cast sitting down. Is that a hurricane? No, it's actually Great comment, Backroads. Yeah, I said it. That's kind of what I'm saying, and that's kind of the thing I'm doing with Tito. Is like he just thinks if he gets a boat, he's new to fishing. He's only been fishing for bass for like a year and a half, or I don't even know if it's bass, just fishing in general. But he thinks if he gets a boat and he goes out there, he's going to be that much better of a fisherman and catch that many more fish. And I'm like, that's not the way it works. Just because you get a boat and you go offshore, you might blank just as much as you do from shore. It takes the knowledge and everything else of bass fishing and all that first. The concept of people. Don't be that guy. No, but he's a professional driver. He knows how to drive them. No, but that's just like the concept of a lot of people is if, oh, you got to go offshore. Oh, you got to get a boat. And that's say to me, you got to get a kayak, dude. You got to get offshore. You'll get so many fish if you go offshore if you get a kayak. I'm like, well, first off, half the lakes I go to, you can't put a watercraft in the boat, in the lake. It's not allowed. Yeah, you had the ability to get to places that people can't fish from shore. But I don't know if you've ever been to a California lake, Tanner, but you're, you're one of 120 other boats that can get places that nobody else can get from shore. You're not the only boat on the lake, especially in California. You pull up, you launch, and there's like 70 other bass boats already on the lake. Yeah, it's an opportunity, but you still got to know what the hell you're doing when you get out there. Oh no, Captain, yeah, Porsche's old man car, man. That's like that's like midlife crisis car right there. Yeah, total old man car. Yeah, yeah, you're fooling yourself, Captain. Yeah, that's an old man car now. Only people over 45 can buy a Porsche. The young guns are buying Ferraris and McLarens and Lamborghinis. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the young gun cars are the exotics now. I don't think Porsche is considered an exotic car anymore. It's kind of an old man car. It's Porsches now are kind of like I don't know, they're kind of like a Lexus or a Mercedes. They just don't have that. I don't know. They just they're just old. Oh yeah. I knew I could. Porsche's basically a Toyota. No, it's not. A Porsche is basically a Volkswagen or an Audi. Toyota's from a totally different place. I know I said Lexus, but as far as what people think of now, quality wise. No, there is. I mean, does well, yeah. I mean, there are a lot of really high tech Porsches, but does Porsche actually have a supercar anymore? I know the Corvette just came out with a supercar. I'm 5'10" too. Really, we're the same height, Captain. That's we're Gemini's. We have the same humor, and we're the same height, and we're both pretty much bald. Brother from another mother, I must say. No, does Porsche have a? I know they have high tech friggin' Porsches, but so the new Spider. Because didn't they have an old Porsche Spider? Is that a remake of the old one? Was it? Was the one James Dean died in considered? Wasn't that a Spider? The all aluminum one? Didn't James Dean die in an old Spider? Wasn't that a Porsche Spider? Okay. See, when you said Spider, I was thinking of the old Spiders. I didn't know they had a new Spider. I didn't know they had a super car. Oh, there is a new one. See, I didn't know that. See, I kind of know my history. I knew that they had a Spider that was old. I didn't know they had a new Spider. A resurrected supercar. That's called the Spider. I don't know. Like I said, I'm. At least I remembered the Spider. At least I remember James Dean's died in it. That was a long time ago too. And it was an all aluminum car. Extremely high tech for the time, right? And I used to drive by where he died all the time. They have actually a little plaque. Highway 46, I'm pretty sure. Um, I don't know. Who am I to say? I drive a 2013 Jetta Motorsport. I, I, I'm not a high tech car driver. Well, are Ferraris comfortable? Are Lamborghinis comfortable? Are McLarens comfortable? They're pretty much a supercar. They're not like your yeah. They're not. They're not like your. I'm gonna take the McLaren and go to the liquor store and get a six pack. They're a race car. Race cars aren't comfortable, are they? If anybody should know, it's Captain. Ferrari is comfortable. I've never been in one. I've been in Porsches. I've never been in a Ferrari. I don't know about McLarens or everything else. Lamborghinis, Ducatis. I've seen them. I've been around them. Hell, I've even been around the Vector. I've sat in a Vector. I don't know if you guys remember the Vector. It was kind of like the DeLorean. It was a car that had a great concept, but he just couldn't get it into production. But I met the guy personally back in like 1984. Yeah, but I mean, as far as like handling, like they feel everything. Yeah. No, I just been around a lot of like, because I live in Pebble Beach and because of Dale Elegance and all that, I've been around a lot of like concept cars and high tech cars and supercars. Gucci paid. But I've never driven one. I have driven a Porsche. I drove a 944 once. I know that's an old school Porsche. Oh, I've driven a 914 before too. I drove a nine. One of my friends, he was too drunk, and I drove his 944 turbo. Woohoo! I've never driven an egg though. You guys remember the old Porsche egg? Captain will know what it is. Chime in with the model of the egg. Come on, Captain. What Porsche model was called the egg? The what? No. No, 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 no. I'm talking about the new egg. The new egg. Around the same time they had the 944. Well, actually, also the 924. No, the egg. No, the egg. I'm talking like 80s and on. No, I gave you a hint. It was the same time they had the 944 and the 924. It was like the luxury Porsche. Okay. But what's the newer version of that? Yeah, there you go. You got it. Yes, the 928. The egg. Yeah. Yes, Captain. I knew you'd figure it out. Yeah, the 928. The egg. ugliest car they've ever created. Yeah, I said it was the ugliest car. It was just people tried to put kits on them and fins in the back and all that, but I must say that was probably the worst, ugliest Porsche that they ever designed. It was just, I don't know what they were thinking when they created that. It was trying to be like the family Porsche, like the Sienna is now, the SUV. Yeah. Did he have the eight? Did he have 928 in that in Risky Business? All right, I didn't know that. I don't remember that. Yeah, that thing was. And the 944 had some style. Yeah, 944 had some style, and then the 924 pretty much looked like a smaller version of the 928. Just horrible design. Just yeah, it looked like a freaking. It just looked like an egg. 924 was the cheaper version of the 928. Oh, did he? Yeah, and the 924 too. 924 was the same thing. It had the same body shape and everything. It was just the cheaper version. Yeah, bad years for Porsche. Trying to get into the economical side of a Porsche, and it just did not work. The best one I think was, as far as body shape and all that, was the 944. That kind of had that same style, front engine, that look. But yeah, 928, 924, just pieces of crap. No style to them. Evidently, like you said, electrical issues. Yeah, it was just. Who thought that up? It's like, why? That's just that's just wrong. Yeah, 911s have always been sweet. The 356s, the all that. Friday. No, 911's always been classic. 914 was a classic style. And the 356, all that led to the 911, that style. But yeah, when they tried to do, when they got I don't know what they were thinking when they did the 928 and the 924. Just, I guess it was because it was front engine, right? Well, 944 was front engine too, right? But yeah, they were trying to jump to the. I don't know. Maybe that's sort of like the Spider and the older Jaguar type shape in that, where front engine and that. Maybe that's where they thought front engine. We need a front engine car. M3 coupe, really? Yeah, M3s are classics. Yeah. 944, I think, was their only success in that, as far as looks and style. The others were pieces of crap. I'm going pee. Discuss cars. I'll be right back. Okay, I can go. I can go back. I can go back further with the BMWs. Remember the 2002? Yeah, remember the BMW 2002? Remember the and my friend had a 1600 Tii BMW. You guys remember those? Remember when the 2002, the BMW 2002 and the 1600 Tii were not were like the car, the kind of like the Beetle, the fix up car. Oh, and talking about the yeah, my friend had a 1600 Tii. It was tan and brown. Yeah, 2002 Beamer, huge in the 80s as a lowered, fixed up, redone car. Kind of like the Beetles of the day, like the Volkswagen Bug. Everyone fixed them up and lowered them. And 2002 M3 Coupe. No, not two. No, no, not 2002 as the year, Frankie. 2002 is the model. Yeah, he was thinking 2002 as the year, but we're talking about it was like late 70s, early 80s car, the 2002. Like like the 318, the 320, the two. No, 2002 was the model, not the year it was made. Totally different car. Yeah. Oh, and another thing, another thing too. Remember the time of the 928 and the 944 and the 924. Volkswagen came out with the Scirocco, and it kind of had the same look. Remember the Scirocco? It had the same look. It kind of had the same look as like the 928 and the 924, which kind of slim in the front and then kind of had that real like rounder egg shape in the back. And it was their sports car, the Scirocco. Ugly, ugly car. I had a Rabbit, but that thing was just I never liked the shape of it, the way it was. Yeah, but that was sort of Volkswagen's version of the egg and the 924. I didn't like the shape of it though. It looked similar to the 928 and 924. It just had that same sort of wedge look, like thin and then round. Oh yeah, Toyota Supra. That was a big car. That was a big car at the time. Um, oh, the old Gias. The old Gias were a great car. Actually, that's funny, Frankie. I actually personally got to see the first Z1 in Carmel when they first came out with the Z1 in the early 90s with the doors that went down into the body. There was a guy in Carmel during the Day Eleganza that had one. The what? Cyclone. No, I do remember the Pacer and what was the other one? They kind of had the the Porsche look, the Gremlin and the Pacer. They kind of had that egg look. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, but I actually got to see one of the original Z1s. And then right after that, Mazda came out with their little two-seater that pretty much looked almost exactly like the BMW Z1. Early 90s, Mazda came out with one that sort of mimicked it and looked just like it. But yeah, I actually got, and the guy had it parked and he had the doors down. Yeah, that was original Z1. Little two-seater, front engine, convertible. 2002 BMW M3. Yeah, I know. Now they went to M2 and then they went to M3, but I got to see the original M1. Yeah, it was like what 19. When did that thing come out? Like 1990? I know the Mazda came out in 1991, so I'm thinking 1990 is when BMW came out with the original Z1, the little two-seater, and then Mazda like freaking ripped them off. But do you remember the Z1, Captain? Do you guys remember the Z1, the original one? Yeah, well, it's probably because they came up with the concept of the doors that slid down into the body. It's like people want to open doors. They don't want to hit a button and have it slide down halfway and have to step over it. They were trying to like, I don't know, maybe they were trying to mimic the like going door, something really cool. Yes, I remember seeing one. I've been in it as well. Yeah, but remember what was the Mazda one? Mazda totally ripped them off, like right away. What was the name of that little two-seat Mazda they came out with? It was a big seller. Yeah, but we're talking old school, Frankie. We're talking like 19. Well, it had to be 1990 that Z1 came out. But 91, what was that Mazda that came out? They totally copied it. It didn't have the like doors that went down, but it had the same exact body style. I know because I used to see them around and go, man, I can't believe these Z1s are selling. And I'm like, what the hell's that symbol on the back? That's not a Z1. Like Mazda? Miata. There you go. Was it 86? Wow. All right. Yeah. The Miata copied it. So that the original one came out in 86. Yeah, so that must have been about the time I saw it. Yeah, so when did the Miata come out? Was it like 90, like 3 or 4 years later? Yeah, but I remember I saw that car and then, yeah, maybe, I don't know, time wise. Futon F1 in public driving. No. Yeah, but you got to admit, the Miata looked a lot like the original Z1 BMW as far as style and look and being a convertible. They totally stole the idea. When did the Z2 come out? Or did they skip the Z2 and go straight to the Z3? Yeah, when they had a Z2, didn't they? Or did they jump straight to the Z3? Early, I think nearly as close as Z1 as the 91. Okay, I don't know. I don't know when the Miata came out. I just know I saw Z1 and I suddenly saw a lot of cars that kind of look like it. What? They never had a Z, so they went from Z1 to Z3. Huh. Interesting. Huh. I didn't know that. The Z1 didn't really take off though. I don't think it was a hit car for them, was it? They're up to a Z8 now? Wow, I didn't know they had a Z8. I thought, oh, I blinked. I thought they stopped at, yeah, that's what I thought. And it was because they wanted those fancy, like, slide down doors. Like, woo, yeah. Eh. Yeah. They're up to a Z8 now? Yeah, I figured a Z, yeah. It didn't take off. I don't think people like that little, like, slide down door thing. They want, like, a normal door. They want something you can just open. How long did they produce the Z1? A year or two? And when did the Z3 come out? When did the Z3 come out? If 86 was when the Z1 came out, when did Z3 come out? Well, okay, but when did the Z3 come out? And was there a 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8? Where did they go Z1, Z3, and suddenly Z8? I'm not really a big BMW follower, so really. So when did they discontinue the Z1? It came out in '86. What? Did it last like a year, 2 years, and then they just said, "Fuck it," and then suddenly, 8 years later, and then they came up with a new re-concept. Oh, really? So they only produced it for 1 year. So they took from '87 till '95 to come back up with the concept. Interesting. There was an 8 year hiatus from the Z1 to the Z3. Wow. okay. So it took 6 years before they came out with a Z3. Oh, guys, Back the Rack is here. I don't know if you guys can see him. He's right there. You guys see him? Or can you hear him? He's drinking water down there. Mac the Rack did come by. What's up, Mac? How you doing? Here he comes. Here he comes. You guys see him? There he is. There he is. Did you guys see him? You guys able to see him? Z1, they went Z1, Z3, Z8, and then, and Z, really? They're all over the board with the Z's then. Did you guys see Mac? Yes, I named him. Yeah, he was. You saw him. Yeah, way later than usual. I don't know where he's been, but I'm glad we got to see Mac. You guys saw him, right? He made an appearance. Yes. Kind of like Hollywood. That muskrat that used to always show up in my lives at Pinot. Now we have Mac the Rack. Well, this has been fun, guys. This has been a really fun Tuesday night hangout. We we talked fishing. We got in old cars. I'm a car guy. Captain knows that. Um, yeah, this was fun. Uh, yeah. What the hell? I'll let it go for another. We'll go to 3. I'm gonna go to 3, and then I'm gonna look up the Bateman. What's his name? The Bateman ZM. Who's that guy you want me to watch, Frankie? The Bateman. The ZM? TM? I don't know. I want to check him out, but I don't remember. The Bateman something. Can we scroll back that? No, I can't scroll back that far. Oh, I hear him. I hear Mac the Rack going over the thing. 2008. Who was that guy you wanted me to watch, Frankie? Bateman what? I want to check the guy out. I can't remember his name. It's been a long time. We're talking about cars. Yeah, well, the more expensive the car, the more expensive the parts, back roads. It's like I can hit a bumper of a Civic and pay $100. I can hit the bumper of a Porsche and it cost me $2,000. What the hell? He still hasn't told me who that guy is that I want to watch. I'm supposed to watch. Is nobody hearing me? Hello? Hello? Oh, who's that guy I'm supposed to watch, Frankie? The Bateman what? Hello? Who's that guy? Oh, what did I do? Did I just, the Bateman TV. All right, thank you. Sorry, I just felt like nobody was listening to me for a little bit. Everybody's still going on about cars. The Bateman TV. Bateman TV. All right, I'm old. My memory's not the best it used to be, and I drink. If you haven't noticed. No, no. You guys were all talking about cars. He's like, oh yeah, I hear you. I can see in a minute. Yeah, whatever. I'm talking cars here. I'm talking cars here, buddy. Just give me a minute. I'm talking cars. Sorry, I brought up the whole car conversation. I'm old. I drink. My memory's not that good. At least my short-term memory. Whew. The Bateman TV. I'm gonna check him out. I'm also gonna watch. I'm also gonna go and watch all your videos, Frankie. Oh wait, that's right. He doesn't have any videos. Make videos so I can watch them, man. Come on. Everybody else on here has videos. Three series. See, Captain gets me. I'm happy when people are in here that get me. Backroads gets me too. I hope you guys are gonna like this video for tomorrow. It's I don't know. It's kind of like tips and tricks 2.0. Yeah, that's really bad when you sell somebody a car and they fix it up and it looks even better. Yeah. Yeah, there was a 318, what, the 320, and they're like a 356 or 328. Yeah, there were a lot of 3 Series BMWs. 80s through 90s, right? Isn't that when the three series was around? Ouch, that hurts. I really went back that far? Well, yeah, I remember 318s in the 80s. Well, when I moved here to Carmel and Pebble Beach, everybody had a 318. All the rich kids. Make it with 320, and there was like, yeah. That's pretty much what I remember being about the 2 Series and the 3 Series. And there was there was a 528, right? Wasn't that an 80s car? The 528? 528i? And then there was like wasn't it the 633 CCI or something like that? There was a 633, right? That was an 80s car, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, exactly. Yeah, that was late 80s, wasn't it? Yeah. When you put a fish in a tank, it's when you put a fish in a tank back roads, it's not like it acts when it's in nature. Let's just say that. It's called learned behavior. Really? But there was the 633 CSI, right? And the 5 series, the 528. I just remember the 6. What is it, 633 CSI? Oh, they still make it, yeah. Was it 633? Wasn't that it? Was it 635? All right. That was a cool looking car. Yeah, It wasn't 630. I thought it was 633, but maybe it's 635. Yeah, I remember those. When I moved here, I when I grew up in L.A. and Pomona, and none of that. When I moved here to Pebble Beach in '84, I got introduced to all those cars. Goldwing Mercedes. Um, it was 635. All right. And never made a 633. Yeah, all right, whatever. Yeah, exactly. We had that conversation. I remember that one. Yeah, there wasn't a 633. Really, it was 635. Hmm. I swear it was a 633. I don't know. Are you sure? Are you sure there wasn't a 633 CSI? 3.5 kind of looks the same. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. The same series though. It was a cool looking car. It was like a sports sedan. I swear I saw it. Oh, well, anyway. I did remember the. I swear there's a 633. I'm remembering one I saw and it was like a brown color. And another one that was a white color. I don't know. A doomsday came in. We're talking cars now. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure there was a 633. Damn it! I do have a really good memory. Yes, I do remember seeing a 633 on the back of a BMW. Duh. Thank you. I didn't know they had all the other models, but no. Thank me moving to Carmel in 1984 and being a car guy. That's the only reason I know anything about all these cars is the fact that I lived here during the De Elegance and all that I saw all these expensive, nice cars. But yes, I even stumped Captain on that one. Of course, albeit the 6 Series isn't the car he remembers the most. All right, guys, I've hit 3 hours. I hit 3 hours. It's now 11 o'clock. My battery's down to 1%. I know, but see, I knew I mean, I pretty much have photographic memory. And I remember seeing that on the back of a lot of cars back in the 80s or whenever it was. But the 633 CSI. I don't know if that was the most expensive or the most popular of that 6 Series, but I do remember seeing the 633 CSI. Just I remember my friend had a 1600 Tii that was before the 2002s. It was a pretty rare car at the time, and that was back in the 80s. So, yeah, no. Did not experience high end exotic cars until I moved here. I mean, I moved here in 1984. The featured car at Laguna Seca during the De Elegance at that time was Ferrari. I got to see the guy that created the Batmobile, and I talked to him personally. Remember the Batmobile? He had a Ferrari, and he had it parked on Carmel with all these digital lights and everything. And he was the guy that created the Batmobile for the Batman TV series. And he had this Ferrari he designed. It was gold with all these stripes down it and everything. And at that time, there were more Ferraris in Carmel than Ferraris anywhere else. There was like 300 Ferraris in 1984 in Carmel. There was a line of them from Laguna Seca to the De Elegance Pebble Beach, 2 miles long, of nothing but Ferraris and Ferrari club people and everything. Yeah, and that was like holding where I went from Volkswagens and lowriders and gangs and all that to suddenly Ferraris and Porsches and Lamborghinis and Vectors, and it was just, it was a night and day difference. But that's where I got introduced to like really cool high end cars. So, but yeah, guys, I'm gonna shut this one down. Like I said, it's been 3 hours. I don't know. I, I, I'm cutting back on my lives. I think I'm gonna be dropping to Thursday night. Uh, I'm gonna be uploading a video on Thursday. Don't know if I'm gonna go on Saturday. I might, but I'm. Is that George Barris? Is he the one that created the Batmobile? I don't know. He had the Ferrari there, and they were sitting out in front of their little cottage, kind of at the end of Carville or Ocean Avenue. And yeah, he had the Ferrari there, and I talked to him. So is that George Barris? Is he the one that actually that he's the one that George Barris? Okay, yeah, I met him. I shook his hand, and he took me around the car and told me everything about it. This is back in 1984. I just remember it was gold, had stripes. The dash was all LED. It was like I think it was a 308. Yeah, it was a. I think it was a 308. But yeah, yeah. I never sitting out there in their lawn chairs and talking to people and yeah. I just remember that, and I remember his Ferrari. Um, and yeah, he said, "Yeah, I'm the one that created the Batmobile." I guess that was his name. But yeah, like I said, night and day from gangbanger and lowriders and fixed up bugs to suddenly moving to Pebble Beach and Porsches and Ferraris and Lamborghinis and the De Elegance and okay, well yeah, there's another thing I can tell people I met. Well, I already told people I met, but I never knew his name. So, but yeah. Anyway, guys, just yeah. Uh, it's been fun. Like I said, I don't really know when we're going live again. I'm gonna upload on Thursday. I just want to cut it down. Even like I'm just kind of the 5 day a week thing, the doing stuff. I said I might kind of cut it down to like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday lives, Sunday fishing, Monday panels, and then Tuesday night hangouts. And I don't know, maybe I'll reincarnate Thursdays as the and not every Thursday, maybe like once a month or something, but tournament Thursdays where I go live with someone and we have like kind of an online tournament. So yeah, I don't usually I say see you on Thursday. I don't know, but thank you guys so much. Thanks for being here. I love it. I just in fact do need to sort of cut down this and focus more on uploads and yeah, that's pretty much it. But I'll I don't know. I'll see you guys live again. At least at least next Sunday. Don't know about Thursday and Saturday, but yeah, I need to cut it down, shorten it out, and yeah, video coming tomorrow, video coming Thursday, video coming Friday, and yeah, I just need to reorganize some stuff and get some yeah, just I think I'm being live too much, not uploading enough, so I'm trying to figure that out. And this has been great. It's been fun. I don't, it's about making it a business, Frank. It's about figuring out what's working, what's not, and algorithms and what's being promoted and what's not. It's when it's a business. There's things you got to figure out. You got to decide. You got to just yeah. So that it's nothing against you guys. Nothing against any of that. It's a business decision. As far as me as Center Coast Bass and what I'm doing on YouTube and the growth of the channel and everything else and that and the algorithm and yeah. So um, yeah, that's pretty much it. He'll still be here. I set up. If anything, it's gonna be like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's not that I'm disappearing or not going live. I'm still 3 days a week. It's pretty good, but like I said, it's me figuring out what I gotta do as far as making this successful as Center Coast Bass. So um, I'll see you guys. You'll see me on uploads, but I might not see you live again until Sunday. So thanks a lot, and 3 hours and 9 minutes. I'm out.